Hello everybody, Shelly here. I was originally going to bolt together two different unboxings in the same video, and I just couldn't see combining a box full of hair care and then another Boxycharm, two totally different subscriptions, but we're gonna do Boxycharm Lux. I canceled premium, so I only have one box this month. In fact, I think going forward, I think I'll only have one box as well. So I hope you guys are okay with that. We're gonna go through what we got today in the Boxycharm Bubbles and Glitz. This is the December Boxy Lux. It does not give me a variation number. What I do have is a whole bunch of other numbers in LX. So I don't know what that means. $49 a quarter. I'll show you what I got today. You guys doing good? Hope so. Hope everybody's feeling healthy and stuff. Okay, the first thing on here, I saw these right away. These are like cubic zirconia earrings from Zaxie. I need to take them out of the cellophane, because otherwise there's just too much of a glare. They're like a halo, kind of just like sparkly, fun earrings. Looks like the MSRP on it's $36, and they look like that. These are kind of cute, huh? You know, I can see actually using these when I travel and I don't want to take like super expensive flashy jewelry. I might actually take these. And because that was right on top, it's not in the right order here, but it's by Stephanie Taylor. Cushion Cut CZ Halo Stud Earrings. MSRP on it's 36 bucks. You know, it's fun to get a beauty subscription like Boxycharm that also has some like kind of fashiony stuff and almost feels a little bit like FabFitFun. About that. This is also right on top. I think this is a brush roll. Let's look here. Oh yeah, it's kind of a suede fabric. I'm pretty sure it's not like actual suede. It does say Lexi. We like Lexi brushes. All right. So it's kind of a cute little roll like this. This might just be a nice travel roll. And it's like a gold. I'm gonna guess that they're a plastic handle, but they're kind of pretty. It's kind of fun. We've got 8 brushes. Looks like there's 3 kind of complexion sort of face brushes and then 5 eyeshadow brushes. It looks like a pretty good selection, frankly. I mean, it looks like we have almost like a foundation brush. I don't know which one of these. I'd probably maybe use this as a foundation brush, and this is more of like a contoury bronzer type, maybe not bronzer, contour. And then you've got like a blush powder brush. Be nice if these were dual-sided. But this is kind of a fun roll for travel. Now I feel like I've got 2 things for travel. I think I just have travel on the brain. So the MSRP on this Lexi brush roll looks like glitter and gold brush set. MSRP on it looks like $85. $85 for these brushes. I'm not going to use them yet because I want to wash them. I'm a big fan of washing them. I bought one of those big like sterilizer things. You can use it for like bottles, but you can also throw your cell phone in it, your keys, face masks. After you've washed them, you can put them in there and sterilize them. I'm using it for brushes too. I want to actually like clean and sterilize brushes. Not that I use them on other people, but just so that I don't have extra stuff on my skin. Sometimes I feel like I wash my brushes and I don't rinse them all out. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. I bought it off Amazon. Okay, the next thing in here looks like it's in a little plastic protector, so I'm guessing it can leak. This is a Love My Leave-In. It's like a leave-in conditioner maybe. This is Riza by Obsessed Love My Leave-In. MSRP on that's $22. Formulated with gold infused shield, this leave-in features 7 mystic ingredients. Champagne for high shine, crushed diamonds, rose to nourish, pea protein for strength, king coconut oil to fortify, black truffle oil to moisturize, and strawberry seed extract as an antioxidant. So I don't know that those are like 7 mystic ingredients because they tell us what they are, but it's kind of an interesting combination. Now I gotta see here. Looks like it's a pump spray here. Okay. It smells good. I probably should not be putting it on my hair right now, but I think you're supposed to put this on your hair when it's wet before you style it. So I'm doing it out of order, but it smells good. We'll see what it does to my hair by the end of our video. Okay, so what did I say? The MSRP on this is $22 for a leave-in hair conditioner. So this is weird. I mean, we've got like expensive brushes, we've got earrings, like halo earrings, we've got a hair product. This is a different Lux box than I think I've seen before. Next thing I see on here is Good Genes by Sunday Riling. This is, I think, lactic acid, right? All-in-one lactic acid treatment. Now, I gotta tell you something about this. I did use it today. I put it on under my makeup today. And I have used this particular product before. I had a couple little sample like foil packets that I think I got from Walgreens and like one of their, you know, like they give you samples and stuff when you go. If you don't know this, when you go to like check out at your local drugstore, Walgreens, CVS type of thing, if you check out at the makeup counter, ask for samples. They're happy to talk makeup. They're happy to give you samples of stuff. I've got some fantastic ones. In fact, huge like goodie bags of travel size stuff before. So the first time I used it, I didn't have any problem with it. I'm like, oh, my skin feels great. No big deal. The next time I used it though, my skin broke out. And this is the only thing that was really different was using this. Here's the thing. I don't know that that was this product's fault. I think it was because I had left that full packet in my car and it just spoiled. Rubbing it in the back of my hand right now, boy, it does feel nice and it gives a nice kind of like glow to the skin. I'm excited to try this again. I think this stuff's kind of expensive, isn't it? Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment, $85. Yeah, another $85 item. $85 for this. So, I mean, we've got several things in here that are already the price of the $50 box in excess of. Okay, this is kind of fun. This is the Brazilian Kiss Sol de Janeiro. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry. It says Keep It Rio Tinted. I think it's a tinted lip butter. Anyway, looks like that. I did use this today. I actually put some on. It had the barest, love the packaging. Packaging is super cute. And it's just kind of like a nude, but it doesn't really have much color at all. I think it's just like a nice lip balm. I will use this. I'm excited to have that actually. It might go right in my purse. I think this might have been my choice item because I think I really wanted to try this. Lip butter, 20 bucks. 20 bucks for this little lip butter. I like their stuff. I like the Boom Boom Cream. I don't know that I like the Coco Cabana one quite as much. It smells like popcorn, which is kind of weird. Okay, and then we also have the Symbiosis London Hyaluronic Acid and Tightening and Resplendor Eye Mask. I don't know what that means, but I did use it today. I went ahead and dapped it under my makeup and it was fine. It didn't have any pilling with my makeup on top of it. I didn't notice anything weird. I didn't get any kind of like weird irritation. I do have a lot of eyeshadow on, but you'll understand that in a second here. Okay, so the Symbiosis London Tightening and Resplendent Eye Mask, $93. So I don't know if, let's see, it's an eye mask in cream to tighten, rejuvenate, and brighten the delicate eye area. Mask is fortified with hyaluronic acid. I don't know, shea butter. Works to visibly reduce puffiness and the appearance of fine lines and dark circles. I don't know if this is a leave-in. You know, usually you think of masks, you think of washing them off or rubbing them off. I left this on and put my makeup on top of it. I used it as an eye cream. Breaking the rules here. Did I tell you how much that is? Oh my lord, this stuff is $93 for this little tube. We're gonna use that and see how that goes. Okay, I have two palettes in here, and I think that's the end of the box, right? Two palettes in here. One of them is the Iconic London Face Palette. This is a Blaze Chaser Face Palette. MSRP on this is $55. And the only Iconic London that I can really recall is this. And I think this also came in another box, and it's like an illuminator. I probably should have used it today, but I didn't. I'll use it again in a future video maybe. Anyway, 6-pan face palette. I did use this to kind of contour, and I can tell you it was a little more red than I thought it was, but you'll see the application here if you stick with me in this video. I did also use this blush. Decided it was a little too subtle for what I really kind of wanted. I amped it up a little bit of this. I also tried this shimmer highlighter, champagne-y kind of highlighter today. And yeah, you'll see. I'm going to do a try-on this here in just a few minutes, so you'll see what this looks like on my face when I put it on here. And then the last thing in here is the Hipdot Cenote Pressed Eyeshadow Palette. And this is $30 for this palette. And it is full of blues with a kind of a row of some warmer colors, but for the most part, this is a blue eyeshadow palette. Hence the blue, green, gold eye look that I have on today. If you want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Get to the application process of this pretty bold look for a lady of a certain age, but I was having fun. I was playing. We can do that. Okay, you guys, this is a good box, huh? I like a combination. You've got some hair care, you've got fashion, brushes. There's not a full face of makeup in this, and I can tell you in the past when I've done full faces of products from my Boxy unboxings, it's been because I've had two boxes. And this time I have the one box. So if I happen to also get the base box this month, since I canceled premium, if I happen to get the base box, then have enough for a full face, I'll come back and do a video on that. But I'm assuming this is the only box I'm getting this month. Okay, so the Iconic London Blaze Chaser Face Palette, $55. Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment was $85. The Hipdot Cenote Pressed Eyeshadow Palette was $30. Luxie Glitter and Gold Brush Set was $85. Zaxi by Stephanie Taylor Cushion Cut CZ Halo Stud Earrings were $36. Symbiosis London Tightening and Resplendent Eye Mask was $93. That's crazy. Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Tinted Lip Butter was 20, and the Riza Be Obsessed Love My Leave-In, the leave-in hair conditioner detangler type thing, whatever, $22. Total MSRP for this month's Boxy Lux box was $426. I paid $49 by $50 for this thing, so it's like roughly, what, $375 ROI, return on investment, in case you guys are at all interested. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna change up my format come the first of the year. So these box unboxings, I'm not gonna have as many boxes to unbox. I hope you guys are okay with that. If you guys want to see me try any other subscription services, please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a comment anyway. Tell me, are you still on Boxy? Do you get Boxy? Did you get the same things that I did? Do we have the same profile? We fill it out? Do you like the stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna get into this eye makeup. Hope you guys stick around for that. Before you go, if you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna do a giveaway at 250 subscribers, so we're getting so close to it. I'm so excited, you guys. Hope you guys are doing really well, and stay tuned for the application. All right, you guys, since we are on to part 2 of the video, I thought I would just kind of dip into these 2 palettes that came in the December Boxy Lux. One of them is this Iconic London face palette. I don't know why I grabbed this one first. I guess because I do, but at least I've got a clean brush. I'm gonna take this deepest shade in here as my contour. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Sorry, I've got a little bit of glare here. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. This one has a little bit more of a matte finish. More red than I thought it was going to. You know, if I were a real professional makeup artist, I probably would have swatched it first, but I'll make it work. You know what I mean though? Just like slightly more red, which isn't always horrible. I guess I prefer something a little bit more on the cool tone, personally. I think it's because my skin is slightly olive. I feel like I need to just like lift those cheeks just a little bit, so we're gonna give myself a little extra contour right down there, bring it down just a little bit. Okay, so that was the contour, bronzer type. I'm gonna start with this one here, and then we'll move into this one. My wonderful husband just brought me a glass of wine. Cheers. I don't see names. There might be names, I just don't see them. All right, you know what? It's going on pretty subtle, that color, which I guess I kind of expected. It's probably good that I don't like over abuse blush anyway, right? I'm not gonna be mad. I do have to dip into it a few times. All right, I'm gonna switch up now and maybe try this bright poppy shade. I'm a little concerned, but we're just gonna try a little bit here. All right, I think it is pretty pigmented. I think a little does go a long way, but it does build up nicely on that other color. So maybe this is, you know, more of the bolder date night color or more fun color, whereas the other one is more of a soft, classic look, daytime, kind of like a champagne-y color. You can tell I swatched it already. I'm gonna grab it here really fast. I can hear one of my dogs coming in. Both of my dogs are now in here. As is true with a lot of shimmers, this is kind of giving me a slight gray cast, even though it seems like it's a warm champagne-y color. Okay, I am grabbing that bolder poppy color again, just to kind of layer on top of where I put that shimmer, that highlighter. All right, I feel like I've got a little bit of shape to my face. I do look a little crazy with these dark eyebrows. We're gonna fix that. We've got the Hipdot Cenote palette. It's got this gorgeous marbled cover, which matches, the sleeve actually matches the palette. How pretty is that? This is very similar to the Zion palette, which was largely pinks and berries. That's what this palette looks like. Wow. My husband actually refers to this as like the sex club colors because of these bright colors right here in the middle. Get around. Commentary from the peanut gallery. All right, the way I look at this palette, and this is kind of how my eyes normally go to, is I sometimes look down a row and see if I can get a look. And with this one, you know, each row has, like this one has 2 mattes, this one has 2 mattes, this one has 2 mattes. So we've got some mattes, we've got the rest are shimmers, metallics. I don't really even think of them as sequin shades, but I do see like the shimmers and the metallics, right? I should probably swatch them. If I were a real makeup artist, I'd swatch them. But we're just gonna be surprised. Okay, so sometimes I look, you know, down a row, sometimes I look down a column, like that looks like it'd be really pretty. But I think with this palette, I think you read it in quads a little bit more. Like I think I do this as a quad, really like that. This looks to me like a quad, even maybe that's a quad, that. I'm seeing some like 4 packs, if that makes sense. If you look at it this way, you get a lot of looks out of this palette. I'm gonna start with this first shade here called Bedrock, just at the high point of my brow bone. And that to me is barely perceptible. That is just a tiny bit warmer and darker than my normal regular lid color. I didn't actually put on any eyelid primer because I want to see how these shades do kind of on their own. I'm going to use this color called Subsurface. It is a cool matte. I'm going to take it in a little bit of a finer brush. And we're going to use that just on my crease. Okay, it's pretty pigmented. I'll take this on a crease and then I'm going to buff it up a little bit. There's something about these Hipdot palettes, these normal ones, like not the SpongeBob ones, because I'm not frankly going to buy those. I did look at their website. I was curious to see what they had available, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy something that had SpongeBob all over it. As a lady of a certain age, while I may not take myself all that seriously sometimes, I'm just not going to have SpongeBob on my makeup table. But these palettes, you know, this one and the Zion palette, which are now the only 2 Hipdot palettes I own, they remind me a little bit of Carity. Like the quality seems to be very similar. The color stories seem to be, I mean, not dupes, not identical, but there is some familiarity to them. And I love the Carity products. As much as I like that shade, it just really didn't do a whole lot for me. I think it is your transition shade. I don't have a ton of patchiness, which is a little bit hard to see because I didn't put the eyelid primer on. We're gonna go a little bold, I think. We're gonna go in with this color called Spirit. I think it's the darkest blue in here that's also a matte. And we're gonna start against the, so that's pretty, huh? That is a lot of pigment. You do like it or you don't like it? Husband likes it. After I've got it deposited down towards my lash line, I'm just gonna try to buff it up here a little bit. I like the saturation of it, but I need to kind of diffuse it and blend it out. And because I've gone so far down, now I have to kind of wing out my eye with shadow to give me the shape that I want. Going a little crazy, we're going a little bold. Go back into it and just make sure I don't have any patchiness. All right, we've got that first blue on. I really want to take this dark shimmer down here. It's not the darkest blue, but it's a very deep blue, and I think it's called Tulum, a monument in Mexico, like central Mexico. Okay, that really darkened up just that area. This would be a good liner, I think. We're just gonna leave it smudged and smoky though. Yeah, I like that, that's pretty. Okay, this green right here, looks a little washed out in the camera, but this green right here is called Cave, and it looks like it has maybe a gold kind of shift to it. I'm gonna actually try to apply it with a damp brush. We're experimenting, right? So I got a little setting spray. All right, I like that color a lot. I'm gonna switch to my finger and just sort of press that in over the top of that. Blend any of the excess right where it bumps up against that darker blue. All right, we've got 2 colors that really draw my eye. One is this bright yellow. This other one is kind of more of a bronzy gold color called Limestone. I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna take my damp flat brush here, that kind of goldy, bronzy color. Yeah, boy, on a damp brush, that really does give it kind of like a cut crease look without the work of a cut crease. Because I like these days when I can play with a little bit of makeup and I don't have any agenda. Like I'm not like, hey, I have to go somewhere, so we have to do something appropriate, something that we know is gonna work out. This is just kind of fun to be able to play with some shades, play with some formulas that I'm not super familiar with, and come up with something that maybe is a little bit different, maybe a little bit more bold than what I would normally do. This is, I think, a relatively clean brush. I'm just gonna kind of buff out that edge. But just being able to play is kind of fun. This is feeling a little bit more of like a holiday look, maybe more of a New Year's Eve kind of a look. I'm really digging it. I'm gonna grab some mascara. I'm gonna do mascara on the top and then I'll come back and finish the bottom part. I've got a couple coats of mascara on the top lashes. I just use the Thrive Cosmetic. I don't have a ton of fallout. I think most of anything I have down here was just from when I got a little over enthusiastic when I was putting on eyeshadow. Okay, I really did like this. All right, I'm gonna go into that, again, that Tulum shade. It almost has a little bit of like a green shift to it. All right, we're gonna put that out here. So I had kind of drug that same shade down below my lash line. Softer, more diffused, blown out kind of look. So I'm just tapping it up on my upper lash line too. All right, I feel like I need to kind of diffuse out that top line. I'm gonna go into this shade here called Ojos. O-J-O-S, Ojo, maybe? I think that just kind of warms up that top section up there. I know I used that Subsurface, kind of a cooler toned initially, but if I'm doing all of these almost like rainbowy type ombre colors, I kind of feel like I need to just sort of go all in. Since we're going in kind of crazy, I want to go into, which one? I think I'm gonna use Goddess. That's this shimmer, sort of metallic-y shimmer in here. And I've got a little pencil brush and I want to put a little bit of it under here. These are kind of like peacocky eyes. If I would have grabbed a purple, which there isn't one in here, but if I would have grabbed a purple, I could have had peacock eyes. Might as well go into this yellow. This one's called Escape. I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. I cannot recall the last time I put this much eyeshadow on a single look. This is definitely way more than I would normally do. And it's kind of fun, a little scary. Would I leave the house like this? You know, for date night, maybe. The right outfit, something very simple, something very understated, muted, beigey, camel, maybe something very simple and monochromatic, and have all of the emphasis, all of the attention on these multi-chromatic crazy eyes. Yeah, I would leave the house like this on a rare occasion, not an everyday look for me. All right, you guys, Hipdot Cenote eyeshadow, Iconic London face palette. This is fun. This is fun and bold and different, and I would not normally have chosen this as an eyeshadow combination, but it's fun to do on occasion. I appreciate you hanging with me this long. This kind of concludes my December Boxycharm unboxing. I did cancel the premium Boxycharm, but I still have the base box. If you guys want to see other subscriptions, or if you're curious about other subscriptions, you wanted my take on it, I'm happy to share it with you. Just let me know, leave me a comment down below, tell me which subscriptions you're interested in, and I'll give you my impression of it. I hope you guys are doing really well, and that the holidays were very good to you, and that everybody is warm and safe and healthy, and if you're not healthy, at least you recover quickly, and just to let you guys know that I'm thinking about you. Until my next video, bye for now.